Our minds are often filled with clutter, endless thoughts, worries, distractions, and the noise of the modern world. It's no surprise that we often feel overwhelmed, as if our minds are tangled in a web of unnecessary information and unproductive thoughts. But what if there were ways to clear that mental clutter? What if we could cultivate a mind that is focused, calm, and free from the chaos that so often takes over? The Stoics were masters of mental clarity. They believed that a clear mind was essential to living a life of purpose, virtue, and inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This realization, that we can clear our minds of unnecessary clutter, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Today we will explore 3 powerful Stoic techniques that will help you clear your mind, reduce mental clutter, and cultivate greater focus and peace. These techniques have stood the test of time, offering practical guidance for modern life. Let's dive in. 1. The dichotomy of control, letting go of what you can't control. The first Stoic technique for clearing your mind is based on one of the core principles of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. This concept, introduced by Epictetus, teaches that there are 2 categories of things in life: things we can control and things we cannot. Epictetus wrote, "Some things are within our power while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, in short, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, in short, whatever is not of our own doing." Anxiety, stress, and mental clutter often arise when we focus on things that are outside of our control. We worry about what others think of us, we stress over future outcomes, and we obsess over external events. All of this mental noise takes up valuable space in our minds, preventing us from focusing on what truly matters. The key to clearing your mind is to learn how to let go of what you cannot control. When you release your attachment to these external factors, you free yourself from unnecessary worry and mental clutter. Instead, you can direct your energy toward what is within your control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. The next time you feel overwhelmed by thoughts, pause and ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, consciously let it go. Shift your focus to what you can control, your mindset, your actions, and how you choose to respond. By doing so, you will clear away the mental noise and create space for clarity and focus. 2. Negative visualization, reducing the shock of the unexpected. Another powerful Stoic technique for clearing your mind is negative visualization. This practice involves contemplating potential challenges or setbacks before they happen, not as a way to dwell on negativity, but as a way to prepare your mind and reduce the emotional shock of the unexpected. Marcus Aurelius often practiced negative visualization. He wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, 'Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil.'" By mentally preparing for difficulties, he was able to approach each day with a sense of calm and acceptance, rather than being caught off guard by the actions of others. Negative visualization helps us clear our minds because it allows us to mentally rehearse potential challenges. Instead of being blindsided by unexpected difficulties, we are prepared to face them with composure. This reduces the mental clutter caused by fear and uncertainty and replaces it with a sense of readiness and resilience. Actionable practice. Each morning, take a few moments to practice negative visualization. Reflect on 1 or 2 challenges you might face during the day. Imagine how you would handle these challenges with calm and wisdom. By preparing your mind for difficulties, you reduce their emotional impact and create space for mental clarity. 3. Practicing voluntary discomfort, building mental fortitude. The third Stoic technique for clearing your mind is voluntary discomfort. This practice involves deliberately embracing small forms of discomfort in order to strengthen your mental resilience and reduce your attachment to external comforts. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often practiced voluntary discomfort. He would occasionally sleep on the floor or wear simple clothing as a way to remind himself that comfort and luxury are not necessary for happiness or peace of mind. By voluntarily experiencing discomfort, he trained his mind to remain calm and focused, even in less than ideal circumstances. In modern life, we are constantly bombarded with distractions, conveniences, and comforts that pull our attention away from the present moment. We become mentally cluttered because we are too attached to external pleasures and too averse to discomfort. Voluntary discomfort helps us clear this mental clutter by teaching us that we don't need to rely on external conditions for inner peace. When we embrace discomfort, we become mentally stronger and less affected by the ups and downs of life. Choose one small form of voluntary discomfort to practice each day. This could be something as simple as taking a cold shower, skipping a meal, or spending a day without your phone. By voluntarily embracing discomfort, you train your mind to focus on what truly matters, rather than being distracted by external comforts. This practice will help clear mental clutter and build resilience. 4. The power of reflection. Clearing the mind at the end of the day. The Stoics believed in the importance of daily reflection as a way to clear the mind and prepare for the next day. At the end of each day, they would reflect on their thoughts, actions, and emotions, identifying areas where they had allowed external events or internal emotions to disturb their peace. Seneca advised, "When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, aware of this habit that is now mine, I examine my entire day and go back over what I have done and said, hiding nothing from myself, passing nothing by." This practice of self-examination helped the Stoics clear their minds of unnecessary baggage and mental clutter, allowing them to start each new day with a clean slate. By reflecting on the events of the day, we can identify where we allowed distractions, stress, or negative emotions to take over our minds. This reflection helps us learn from our experiences and make adjustments for the future. It also allows us to release any lingering mental clutter before we go to bed, ensuring that we enter the next day with greater clarity and focus. At the end of each day, set aside a few minutes for reflection. Ask yourself, where did I allow distractions or emotions to clutter my mind today? How can I approach similar situations with greater clarity tomorrow? By engaging in this nightly reflection, you will gradually clear away mental clutter and cultivate a more focused mind. 5. Cultivating focus through mindfulness. One of the most effective ways to clear your mind is by practicing mindfulness. The Stoics were advocates of being fully present in the moment, as they believed that much of our mental clutter comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By practicing mindfulness, we bring our attention back to the present, allowing us to clear our minds of unnecessary thoughts and distractions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This simple yet powerful advice reminds us that the present moment is all we truly have. When we focus on the present, we reduce the mental clutter caused by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Mindfulness is not about trying to empty your mind completely, but about becoming aware of your thoughts without being consumed by them. When practiced regularly, mindfulness helps you cultivate a clear and focused mind, free from the noise of distractions. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath or your surroundings. When you notice your mind wandering, gently bring your attention back to the present moment. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you will develop the ability to clear your mind and maintain focus in the midst of distractions. 6. Embracing silence, the art of mental stillness. In a world filled with noise, both external and internal, silence can be a powerful tool for clearing the mind. The Stoics understood the value of mental stillness and believed that silence was essential for gaining clarity and insight. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If our thoughts are constantly noisy, chaotic, or filled with distractions, our inner state will reflect that. But when we embrace silence and stillness, we create space for our minds to settle, for our thoughts to become clear, and for insight to emerge. In modern life, silence is rare. We are constantly surrounded by the noise of social media, news, and notifications. But by deliberately creating moments of silence, we can clear our minds of this external noise and reconnect with our inner selves. Silence allows us to reflect, to think deeply, and to process our emotions without distraction. Find time each day to embrace silence, whether it's sitting in a quiet room, taking a walk in nature, or simply turning off your phone. Use this time to disconnect from external noise and reconnect with your inner stillness. In the silence, you will find mental clarity. 7. The discipline of focus, avoiding mental multitasking. One of the biggest sources of mental clutter in modern life is multitasking. We try to juggle multiple tasks at once, believing that this will make us more productive. But in reality, multitasking only leads to a scattered mind and reduced focus. The Stoics believed in the power of single-minded focus, the idea that we should dedicate our full attention to one task at a time. By doing so, we can approach our work with greater clarity, purpose, and efficiency. Seneca wrote, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." This is a reminder that when we divide our attention, we dilute our effectiveness. To clear your mind, practice the discipline of focus. Avoid multitasking and instead commit to focusing on one task at a time. This not only reduces mental clutter, but also enhances your ability to perform at your best. Throughout your day, make a conscious effort to focus on one task at a time. When you catch yourself multitasking, pause and redirect your attention to the task at hand. By practicing single-minded focus, you will reduce mental clutter and increase your productivity. The path to mental clarity. Clearing your mind is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing practice, a discipline that requires intention and effort. The Stoics understood that mental clarity is essential for living a life of purpose, virtue, and inner peace. By incorporating these Stoic techniques into your daily life, letting go of what you can't control, practicing negative visualization, embracing voluntary discomfort, and cultivating mindfulness, you can clear the mental clutter that weighs you down and reclaim your inner clarity. Together, we walk the path toward a clear mind and a focused life. Together, we find peace in the quiet, strength in stillness, and purpose in simplicity. If these Stoic techniques for clearing the mind resonate with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Join us on the journey of mental clarity and self-mastery, and let's continue to grow stronger, more focused, and more resilient every day.